Again, welcome everybody that's joining the live right now. We're going to get started in a few minutes. I am streaming on YouTube at the same time as well. So we'll take a look. We got a few setups in play today. And let me take a look. All right, guys. So for the individuals that are on YouTube, guys, you guys can see the screen, both sides of the screen. So we are taking a look at the USD CAD setup. Again, again, for the individuals that are on TikTok, guys, if you guys want to see the full screen, you guys have to get on YouTube. So we are taking a look at this setup right here on USD CAD. And again, I am a range trader. So the 3 taps, top and bottom, this was given out on yesterday's live stream, right? So let's take a look at that. All right, guys, so we're going to zoom in on the USD CAD setup here. So for USD CAD, let's take a look here. So now we got this area right here. And so far, we've seen this top right here and this bottom right here, right? So it's a smaller range than what it was earlier, as you guys can see, right? But certainly still a tradable range for USD CAD. All right, so let's take a look here. And we're going to do this one right here. Again, any questions you guys are more than welcome to ask. Alrighty, let's take a look here. All right, guys, so this is what we're looking out for now, right? So USD CAD stretched out in this larger range, right? So let's take a look right here. So the larger range was 31 pips, right? So now we're zoning in on this smaller range. So you can see range within range. Certainly a great possibility here. And in this level, we got about an 18 pip range. Not a problem, right? So certainly a tradable range. And let me see here. Again, if there's any questions, guys, let me know. We are still anticipating a top tap for USD CAD. We could see a push above here. Now, if it does sink back in, we could certainly see a possibility going down, right? But we're going to wait out for this and see if we can take a trade here, guys. So I will list the bias, or so in this case, sell stop, and I'll show you guys how we can execute, guys. This right here, this call right here, guys, if you guys did attend yesterday's stream, this was called out on the live here, right? You guys can take a look. We had a short stream yesterday. I just started again. I used to do live streams, guys. So again, welcome everybody that's joining in on the live. I used to do these live streams around this time. About 2 years ago, I started. And, you know, I've ran mentorships in between. So did get, you know, caught up with that. But now we're back on here, guys, on YouTube and other platforms as well, at least for, you know, a decent amount of time now, right? But we will run the YouTube live streams, and then we will go on to the private mentorship streams, which will begin, you know, shortly after. Nonetheless, we're looking at the setup right here, and you can see the EMAs are lining up pretty nicely, right? But we need to see a push above this level, and we will then take a look to see if a setup would be valid here, right? So we'll not jump in to any setup right away. We understand it's a new 2-hour candle, sorry, a new 1-hour candle, and a new 2-hour candle closing up. So we got to see how we can do that, right? So let me see. All right, guys, as far as the mentorship, guys, I have started the mentorship as well. So we do daily live streams. Now, some are going to be at New York session, but we will most likely make them London session, right? So the YouTube live stream will happen shortly before, and then we will enter into our mentorship live streams with all the mentorship members, right? You guys can, if you guys are not in tune with the daily setups that I'm sharing, you know, with the mentorship members, you guys can take a look at some of the videos either on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. As I am live streaming in multiple platforms. Nonetheless, waiting for the setup right here, guys. We will see. And another thing is, guys, I will be doing some giveaways as well for all those, again, that are joining the live streams. You know, so to make sure you are eligible, please do follow and subscribe, you know, from any platform. And I will be calling out the winners weekly. And again, if we push this enough, guys, we will start daily giveaways, right? So I'm not actively working with any prop firm, but um, you know, I definitely have conversations with them, and we may even get some CEOs on the live streams here. We're gonna get a lot of different guests over time, so I do have a lot of different plans how we will conduct these live streams to make them more engaging. And not only do you learn, but also you would have an ability to, gain an account, or other giveaways we may conduct. And so we'll see how we carry this forward. But again, for anyone that is not understanding my system, you guys can take a look at some of my previous videos on YouTube, or you can take a look at some of the setups that we have on a daily basis as what I call a trade of the day. And again, Instagram, YouTube, you can take a look. And guys, any comments, let me know. We are tracking. Again, still slow movement here. Again, this is USD CAD. So we do understand. You can see another smaller range zone right here. It has tapped that multiple times the EMA right below. But we will take a look. Alrighty, so still nothing yet. Okay. Alrighty. So a lot of slow price action right now, guys. It is 2 a.m. We're about just under an hour away from New York opening. Sorry, London opening. So we will take a look. All right, so this is the setup right here. Again, patiently waiting for the setup right here. Alrighty. So this was, if we go back to this range setup here, again, this was called out on yesterday's stream, guys. So this, I was explaining earlier, right here, is where, we've had exact taps. So remember, guys, I trade ranges, right? And in consolidation phases, there are exact ranges that occur. Right now, they may have wicks, right, that extend above. So you can see right here, right, it broke, kind of outside of this range, but still closed within. So that still would be considered on an exact level here, right? But look at the bottom, clean ranges. And guys, these ranges happen every single day, right? And if you don't believe me, take a look at some of my TikToks, guys. These ranges happen every single day. And look at that. This was exact. Again, you can take a look at the dates at the bottom, guys. This range has been ongoing for USD CAD for quite some time. Clean moves. This move right here, guys, at this level, I mentioned yesterday, right? So just yesterday I mentioned, and this is what it is. Anyhow, we went to the third tap. This move was called clean range, clean push up, and we got our move, right? And beyond that now, we have this level right here. So this, we got a slight, range zone. Again, that occurs in all different time frames, so that's perfectly fine. But we have this level right here. Now I'm looking for a break above, right? So you can see a larger range that was in play and that completed its level, right? Now we've entered this smaller range here. So now in the smaller range, we have, 2 taps at the top and 1 tap at the bottom here, right? But again, we got to wait it out now. We do see a smaller zone being played out as well. Look at this, right? So price has been respecting this level since 9 p.m. Eastern time, and now we're at 2 a.m. So 5 hours has been this level here. Of course, we know there's less volume for this pair at this time, but that's what it is right now. All right, so we're keeping an eye on this, and we'll see where that goes. Nonetheless, we possibly could take a setup if this pushes upward here. Right, so if this level pushes up, and we could potentially take sell stops. So again, all the entries are going to be very safely done, guys. That is key, I believe, in in any system, any strategy, where you're able to safely enter, right? Safely execute. So again, it's a waiting game here. We are going to take a look. For the membership members, guys, we are in another setup that I did send out earlier today. So I'll be discussing that, once we do, the membership live stream again. So for the membership members, you guys do get, obviously, the entries off stream. And yeah, so that's that, guys. Well, let's keep an eye on the setup right here. So I'm going to zoom this in. Right, so right now we're in this setup right here. So we have 2 taps at the top, 1 tap at the bottom. Right? And we're looking for a potential tap at the bottom here, but I'm looking for this push up. So you can see the range in this level has been quite, or has been there for quite some time. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the push above here. We can anticipate a break above. If it breaks below, we could allow it push down on the left, you can see, and anticipate some sell stops to the way up, right? So again, we can keep a bias both sides, and that's important to do, right? Because you don't want to be too emotional, right, or bring emotions in if it goes against your direction, right? So with this system, it doesn't allow you to get too emotional about, price going one direction or the other, especially when, price is in the middle of a range where, again, we can anticipate both areas. So both areas would be of areas of interest. Once it gets to the area of interest, that is when you take further action on, how you're going to execute. All right, so that's very, very key. Still waiting here. So potential sell stops here. And buy stops here. So again, depending on which areas price reaches, we have to wait out, guys. That's the only way. Patience wins it all. We got to wait out both sides. So again, once these are the areas of interest, both areas of interest, once it gets to either end, we will then decide, depending again all on the factors, what do we do and how do we execute. The entry is very key. You don't want to enter at market execution. You want to wait it out and see what can occur. All right, just got to be patient here. Patience wins all. You can see now it's slightly pushing up. It's still stuck in this zone here. I'm going to draw that up here. So some zones, again, I don't recognize as a tradable range, right? Even though, again, it can obviously be a range, but I don't consider a tradable range. It's too small in pip size. All right, so we'll wait it out and see. Alrighty. All right, guys, again, still anticipating the price to reach those levels. So beautiful range yesterday, and now it's gone into another range. Probably we could see. So price certainly is going to tap to the bottom or top of this range. Now, if it comes down strong, buy stop certainly is a valid option, to look for, right? As long as, again, we have all our factors put together to be able to take the buy stops, right? So there's a way and structure to do this, and that's where the rules of the system come into play. You have to follow the rules. You have to have rules for a system, first of all, right? And then you have to follow them strictly. So be disciplined in doing that. And then once the trade is active, active trade management, active money management is key as well, right? So as we're looking at the setup here, let's see what happens here. So again, it's a great safe way of taking setups, very safe way of making sure that you don't enter too early. And again, with each pair that I trade, I have a certain amount, that it may break out of a range, and also, what size the range is in pip size, right? So, depending on those factors as well, I would go ahead and pursue a potential setup, right? But we have to take a look at what it is first. So right now we just have this ongoing right now. If there's any questions, guys, you guys can certainly ask away. I am streaming on multiple platforms. So any questions, let me know. Alrighty, it is certainly a waiting game here, but that's mini range, mini zone there is not a tradable range, not for USD CAD at least, not for for what I have as a guideline on how many pips even the smallest range should be at least for you to be able to execute, right? Otherwise, the setup is too high risk, and when the risk is too high, it's not good to have any position to try to trigger one end of the range. All right, guys. It seems that the price is not breaking out of this smaller zone here, right? So until we don't get that out of the way, we will be stuck here for some time. And I will be beginning my live stream with the mentorship members very shortly. We already are in a setup that I've mentioned already. So we'll see. But for now, guys, on TikTok, I will be taking an exit. We will continue the rest of the stream on YouTube for now. So anybody on TikTok, I will see you guys on the next stream, possibly tomorrow. All right, guys, take care. All right. So still in this range. Alrighty. As you guys can see, still in this range. Nothing ongoing. We're going to wait it out. There is another setup that I have sent out to the mentorship members. We will be tracking that shortly, guys, once we do enter the mentorship live stream. But right now, as far as on the YouTube stream here, we only have, very little price action, as price has been stuck in this small zone since almost 5.5 hours now. All right, guys, we'll see a couple more minutes. By the 30-minute candle, if it does not make a big push, I will be exiting the YouTube live stream. We will be going over to the mentorship live stream shortly. And again, stay tuned, guys, for all the daily videos. If you guys haven't checked out all the daily videos, do so. You can see my Instagram in the description, or if you want to just type in t.forex Instagram, along with Twitter as well. Right, I'll be sharing some payouts as well. I have earned 6 figures in profit from payouts over the course of years. And again, some payouts I already shared online on YouTube as well with full proof. Some I will share on Twitter and YouTube and Instagram as well shortly. Right, so sometime this week I will share those. And again, I'm just mentioning that the system works well as long as you apply yourself, right? And you follow all the rules to the system. All right, guys, 2 more minutes. We'll see. If not, I'll wrap up the stream here. Alrighty, so we got, a minute left? Let's take a look. All right, here it is. About 30 seconds away. Alrighty. 10 seconds. All right, here's the opening of the new 30-minute candle. And again, very slow movement. So we're probably going to have to wait another half an hour for London opening volume kicking in to see some movement here. As you can see, ESG CAD has been stuck in the small zone for about 6 hours almost. And from the top of this range, right, it is about 14 hours, right? So it started here and then push down and then push back up. And now we're looking for the push down. But if price reaches above this level where we can safely set the sell stop, right? But again, it depends on a few factors, right? The new session opening volume kicking in, how the candlestick open up, right? If it's a 4-hour candle opening, 2-hour candle opening, 1-hour candle opening, if the EMA is lining up. So there's certainly a lot of factors that we have to look for, right? The more you trace to your rules, the more you're going to see success in this space, right? But for now, guys, I think we will take an exit. There's not much movement going on. And again, hopefully it completes faster than, the previous range, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, guys. So we'll take a leave here. Again, for the mentorship members, you guys will be getting the link. We will be using Zoom for the mentorship live streams. And, I'll see you guys there, whoever is part of the mentorship. Right? So, again, stay tuned, guys. Like, follow, subscribe. And we will be doing giveaways at different targets, right? Goal targets. So, stay tuned. And, again, we welcome you back on the next stream. And